Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we are looking at a crime aggro deck. And this one came from Tommi, and so therefore it's his version 2 of his crime aggro deck. I always love it when Tommi puts out new versions of stuff. I kind of get the impression that he's like working like a mad scientist putting this stuff together. I'm looking forward to figuring out the secret genius that is behind what we got going on here today. If that sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, Bigfoot's #1 choice for Magic Card related content, Dr. Yukon Sucket. Yes, thank you.
Filmed for a live studio audience.
Thank you so much, Yukon Sucket. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the Aether Hub, hosted by Tommi, and he called it Mono Black Crime Aggro V2 OTJ. TJ? So what is this? This is Tommy's second attempt at a Mono Black Crime Aggro deck, and the things that really stuck out to me is Mono Black Aggro, because I like Mono Black. I like Mono Black quite a lot, but Mono Black mid-range is a little slow. Mono Black Control is a control deck, and that makes my skin crawl. But aggro, that's where it's at, baby. This one's got some crime. That means that I got dudes that really like it when you do some bad stuff to other people. And you know what I was planning on doing? Bad stuff to other people. So that works out very well. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards in this deck. We're going to take a look, talk a little bit what this should do, and then we'll go out and we'll crush some hopes and dreams. All right, so what do we got here? We got Creature Kill. This guy is a perfect defensive guy because he gets Death Touch, and you can make him draw cards for you, that kind of stuff. But it costs. This guy is Hand Hate, Creature Kill. This guy is self-recurses from the graveyard. He gets bigger every time you commit crimes against nature. This one is Graveyard Hate. This guy draws you cards. This guy allows you to play stuff out of your graveyard if you got the mana to do it. Liliana kills dudes and allows and forces people to discard. And Sheoldred punishes them for drawing cards and rewards you for drawing cards. It's a great situation. Manland, bringing dudes back from the graveyard, and 19 basic lands. What are we doing then? Well, it's a Swiss Army knife. It's a full utility belt of that's a good term. Batman's utility belt of activities. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna control the board a little bit. We're gonna go after their hand. We'll pump our dudes and attack while we draw cards and force them to suffer as they draw cards. Pretty much, that's it. That's what we're gonna do. Let's get some crime on. But before we do, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black King Toxrol, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentations of the women. We're playing against NPC loading. Play your characters. All right, we got 3 mana. We got some good low-end stuff. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to look at his hand. This is a weird-looking island. It's looking awfully red for something that is only blue. Is that what you're trying to do to me? I can still look at your hand no matter what happens here. Which means I just get to do it again. Alright, well, we just got to kill our pal when he gets it out there. I don't have anything to kill him with right now. That's the problem. This go get him now. All right, now we don't have to worry about him for a little while. All he's got is phasing and a little card draw. I think we need a little card draw of our own, and that's going to be Gix there. Cyan of Yawgmoth. It's funny that you want that guy out so badly. Draw a card. Yep, I'll take that action. If we get to 4 mana, we'll screw this guy over. Apparently, we're never going to get to 4 mana. Let's just see what we can draw here. I need to get some mana. There we go. But another one. At least we can get to Sheoldred on the next turn. Dear Black Queen Sheoldred, who lives dark chambers of my heart, hanging out with Oxroll. There we go. Victory! We're playing against Cruix. Keep. You're gonna start the Singularity. Alright, I always like going for people's hands with the bat. So it's good to see what you're playing against. Right there. I think an Involved Sleeper with a little bit of Death Touch ought to be a very good thing to have. We'll just have to get to there eventually. Anything we're worried about hasting out on us here? Nah, we're fine. Alright, the most important thing we got to do is get this guy ramped up. He's a 3/3, and we can pump out a Vadmir. All in. Yeah, for being a crime deck, we don't certainly have a lot of crime. That's the problem. Our pal Gix will help us draw some stuff. I'll take that action. All right, nice. Leave the Evolved Sleeper back to slowly evolve. You gonna give up on a wolf? All right, one at a time. Oh, how dare you! I mean, going to take out one of his guys. That's the problem. A lot of trample action going on there. I don't care. You pick. There's some crime. All right, that's just mana. It's just mana. Whoa, 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 what's coming? Let's get some Kaervek going on. Problem with Kaervek, though, is I don't have enough mana. Let's get rid of that guy. Submit 0. I can't pay for anything. Force a discard, we'll get rid of. Yeah, let's get rid of it. And all in for 4. Let's force a sacrifice. Yoink. I'll unmute you, it'll be fine. I got lots of mana at this point. Another one? Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, hello, Liliana. It's good to see you. And we win! Suck it, suckerfish! Suck it! Alright, we are playing against Big Black 88. Well, these Evolved Sleepers really like to be in opening hands. I don't know what it is about them. Alright, 2. I'm going to put out Vadmir because he has a potential for growth. This guy looks like he wants to kill people, though. Tenacious Underdog. In for 1. Alright, got him back down to 20. Well, this guy sprang for the old caps practice when it came to his name, didn't he? 88! You can go get some gods there, is that the deal? Up! Alright, so we got a little bit of an advantage here. Let's hope we can keep our pressing on it. What do we got? We got 7. You, my friend, are not an outlaw. Alright, we got down into lethal position here. Can we keep it together? We only have to get 2 guys through. Mishra's Foundry can definitely help out. Alright, I can bring one back from the graveyard. Looks a lot like that. Welcome to Graveyard Recursion. Victory! Alright, we are playing against nanasi. Oh, it. Alright, we got some new blood action going on. We need to get a 4th man if we want to get out nice and Sheoldred. Then against what, mono white soldiers possibly? Yeah, alright. We'll trade. If we can just keep him from having enough guys, then we can overwhelm him. There's a return. Oh, I should have put out... Dang it! I should have put about Vadmir first. I was just too excited about killing somebody. Let's go see what he has in his hand. He's trying to do some sort of stupid combo. All right, there we go. I know you can just return more guys from your hand. What do you got in your graveyard to return back, by the way? Nothing. Just Dust Legion Duelist, apparently. Boy, this place is just loaded with scorpions. I think my fish would like to eat them, but she's way over here. I'm glad that's taken care of before Sheoldred hit the board. All right, go get it again. All right, now the Evolved Sleeper can be pretty good on defense. I could have sent in the sleeper. I mean, Sheoldred does what Sheoldred does. Can I catch it? And yet another scorpion. Ooh, it's a bat. What do you got in your hand there, sir? You're going to flash that out. Because you don't want me to steal it again, huh? All right. Oh, I need 4 for that. Okay. He's got nothing going on. Let's just go after it. That's fine. You can't use it. You can? Well, that's just ridiculous. I thought there was you had to use it at the time it was coming into the battlefield. Well, that's just dumb. All right, here we go. Tenacious D, number 2. Oh yeah, that's not a Tenacious D. That's an Evolved Sleeper. Their strange hairless chest just completely and we win. In your face, nanasi. Victory! Alright, we're playing against Kasuki85. Kasuki. And Kasuki. Keep. Up from the depths, 30 stories high. Breathing fire. He stands in the sky. Tox roll. Here we go. New blood. Number 3 gets us into a Gix. And you can go fetch us a card, my friend. I'm willing to take that. Bargain. We're doing everything so fast here. It's crazy. Yeah, we're going to draw cards. Absolutely. All right, so you better. Oh yeah, I was gonna say you better wipe the board, otherwise this game's gonna be over quick. Victory! All right, we're playing against CrutchShifter. CrutchShifter. All right, whatever a CrutchShifter is. 2 mana. I think post rotation, Sheoldred's gonna be the new Tox roll for me. I gotta tell you, it's like it seems like Evolved Sleeper and Vadmir are in every opening hand. I don't know how they do it. Let's see. Vadmir, I got 3 of. I've got 4 of all sleepers. We have 4 bats. They just like to show up early. Cubert, you looking for some food? You hungry? Here, I'll get you some Energon cubes there. Here you go. Enjoy. Alright, we got Evolved Sleeper. If this guy's going full Gruul, then a nice Death Touchy guy would be really nice. Oh, try to just kill that thing off. Now let's go look at his hand. Let's see what we can grab. Alright, destroy a creature with flying. That's pretty much what we have to get rid of, unfortunately. No attacks. We're going to have to pump this guy up, unfortunately. Do what you need to do. There you go. I don't have any good creature movement on me. That's the problem. I'm not even going for it. Alright, we'll shoulder it then. 2 Death Touchers. Someone tells me cut down's not going to do us any good. That's not good. Let's go after his hand again. We get it. Absolutely. In your face, Duffy Moon. In your face. Alright, we are playing against Batman 812 KY. Let's see if we can totally smack this dude around. Alright, turn 3, you got possibilities. It's got in your hand. A lot of stuff that's just pure stupid, huh? Alright, let's get rid of that. This guy is just playing control. I don't think he's got any creatures in there. Let's draw another card. Should have done that before. We're going to rage out with this. I'm already doing sacrificial things, despite the fact he hasn't even come close to touching his board wipe cards. And this could have come back at any point. He's at 5. Welcome back. All right, so I got treasure Because he's gonna wipe the board because I got one guy out. Tenacious D is gonna totally smack you, my friend. They can't block. And we win! Suck it, fish! Victory! Alright, so we are with Tommi's Crime Aggro version 2. Yeah, it was really good. It was a powerful deck. Let's see what we ended up getting off this thing. 64%. It did pretty well regardless. I mean, it did 67 on the play, 60 on the draw, which means it did slightly better when it was allowed to go first, but that's always the case. But still, it's a pretty even deck regardless. A lot of decks, it only does well if you go first. In this case, this deck did well pretty much whatever you did with it. Yeah, it was the thing that attracted me to it is that it was mono black aggro. I'm a big aggro player. I like black aggro because usually there's more utility to it. Utility usually means control. Control, life gain, card draws. I mean, black does it all. I don't know why we play any colors other than black. I mean, I like to play red because it's so explosive. But you're kind of asked to the win. There's no life gain there, and all you're doing is just going at people's throats hardcore. Black is a little bit more insidious. It tends to do a little bit of everything. And if you let it fester too much, next thing you know, it's just overloading you. This deck doesn't have a lot going on. I mean, it has Sheoldred, and then it's got dudes that, a little bit of crime guys going on. But that's about it. So altogether, it was a fun deck. It had a good win rate. So let's just go through the numbers. Number one, who was the MVP? Who was the most valuable player? The one that does the best probably is Kaervek. Hate to say that because I still don't understand how to play him well enough. You have to leave your mana open so that you can attack with him. The deal is you got to get the crimes done. You have to hope you have enough mana to be able to pay for whatever it is you're going to get out of the graveyard from Kaervek. He's just hard to play because of the fact you have to do a crime as well as the other. Liliana helps you to do crimes without having to pay for it. That's pretty good. I kind of wish there was better crimes in here. There's not enough crime, in my opinion. There's not enough going on where you're picking things. I mean, I guess the Graveyard Trespasser commits crimes. I don't think Sheoldred does. Gix doesn't. Tenacious Underdog does not. But it's a good utility deck otherwise. Anyways, I'm going to give it to Kaervek. I think that he's got the best chance of doing some pretty amazing things in this deck. Other than that, the deck is just really good on its own, in its own way. All right, let's see. Number two, was this deck competitive? 64%. Yeah, that puts it well into competitive territory. I had this thing up to about 80% win rate after about 10 games, but the thing was, it was going so fast. Like, I was beating people in under a minute, and I'm just like, I need to play some more games so I can get a little more video time. And then I started losing a little bit, and that sucked. So, like I said, it was doing fantastic, and then I ended up at 64% altogether. The more you play a deck, the closer it's going to get to 50. But, I played this thing 14 times, and I get 64%. That means more than, 2 out of every 3 games I ended up winning with this deck. All right, number two, was this deck fun? Yep, absolutely. I mean, mono black altogether is a fun deck to play. The problem is that you play the same cards all the time. Sheoldred, Liliana, Evolve Sleeper, Gix gets into promotion. Graveyard Trespasser, always. Tenacious Underdog is just good value for the cost, right? And you sprinkle in a little bit of everything else. The biggest turd I hate is Cut Down. I mean, it's like you want it just because if they're playing these little guys, Cut Down is so fantastic. But the thing is, as soon as you get past that 5, it's like Cut Down just bites. And you're playing against dinosaur decks, it's not going to do any good. So I would probably take Cut Down out, put something else in, just because I think maybe take some of these creatures out and put something else in. Just because Vadmir and Kaervek, they want crimes to happen, and we're not doing enough crimes. Yeah, but still, it was a fun deck to play. I mean, everything had its piece. Was this deck interesting? Number one, it's a standard black deck. It does have 2 guys that react to crimes. You got Kaervek and Vadmir in it. And you have some guys that kind of commit crimes, but not that much and not that aggressively. So therefore, I felt like there wasn't enough crimes in this deck to really make it into a crime aggro deck. But still, it was mono black aggro, and it had a little bit of crime going on, so it was good. It was good. Still, I thought it was interesting just because the way that Tommi makes his deck, I get the impression that he is picking out the cards that he's trying to work with, and that he's testing these things. And maybe I'm just creating a fantasy for myself, but I kind of feel like the decks that he's putting up have a purpose, and there's a point to the things that are going on. And then if I were to play them, I would understand the mad genius that is Tommi, the deck creator. Don't know. Altogether, I thought this one was good. It was a decent step forward, but I felt like we definitely needed more crime. All right, so that's it. Let's add this thing up. Was it competitive? Yeah. Was this deck fun? Absolutely. Was it interesting? On the light side. I'm not going to give it full marks for interesting, just because I don't think it was as crimey as it needs to be. I didn't feel the synergy genius that I was hoping for, but still, I liked it, and I was interested in the premise of it. All right, so there we go. What does that equal? That equals into a, let's give it a straight A. It's fun, and it's very competitive. So I'd say it definitely deserves to be played. I just think there's room for improvement. All right, so this is a straight A deck. If you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. That is all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.